Hey, P2, do you want to hear some trivia?
Oh, mate, I love a good game of trivia.
Guess what happens when a chook and two pelicans get together?
What's that, mate?
A clucking good time. That's right, you pelicans. The wobbly chook has jumped on board, keeping the bird presence strong. Whether you like a pale ale, brown ale, IPA, or a lager, the wobbly chook has you catered. Crafted from Yamba's finest chooks.
Better still, Mick, how do we get some wobbly chook?
That's easy, P2. Jump online at www.wobblychookbrewingco.com or pop in to 26 Cole Street in the heart of Yamba.
And have a clucking good time.
Cluck out.
Cuckoo! Always remember, don't be a mud gudgeon and drink responsibly.
Welcome back to another episode of the Two Pelicans podcast. So you could have just missed that.
G'day, you Pelicans.
Here he was. He was sort of hung up on his
Go
door.
and have a good time with them a bit later on.
Pelicans landing in 3, 2, 1.
All right, welcome back to the Two Pelicans podcast. I'm Nick.
I'm Bo.
And we are the Two Pelicans. Once again here, making fishing great. Once again, one cast, one throw, one yarn at a time.
One chook.
And one chook as well. So might as well get into that. You know what? Look, we're in sunny Grafton today. It's a cracking day in Grafton.
Damn, that tastes good.
We're in, I might have said that.
And yeah, it is sunny old Grafton today.
Yeah, and the weather's actually quite good. The races are on, and
Coppers are out.
Coppers are out. So, look, I was just coming here on my way here and seeing that, I seen the grandstand. There was a horse race on, and the grandstand was half empty, but all the people that are sort of outside the race course now watching it, I feel like that's been growing.
Yeah.
It was a bit of a
lot
interesting thing.
of marquee tickets too. Down on the lower bits that I've noticed this year that a lot of businesses are selling. So
yeah, that's right. And I think it's sort of good to sort of be tucked away with your own crew for a day to get on the sauce, and
it's always nice.
Yeah, it's always nice, mate. What have you been up to for the week?
Well, it's been a crazy week actually. Just working, getting ready for Bass Electrics. We did a sneaky recording on my day off, so we've got something coming there in the coming weeks as well.
We probably should touch on that. Look, the next week, I'm going to be away for pretty much the week, and then on my return, we're pretty much going to just turn up at after.
We'll be there.
That's our goal anyhow. But yeah, we're just so what we decided to do was get a special guest on, and all I'm going to say, or the hint that I'll give, that he no longer is in Australia.
He's coming back with a force too, by the sounds of it.
Yeah. So anyhow, that'll be next week, and I will probably release that a little bit early because I feel like we've got some extra stuff that we'll be doing around that after day and night. So hopefully we'll get that one out a bit earlier, and I hope you guys enjoy that. But look, it was a cracking. I suggest you would say this. It was a cracking interview, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a banger. I'm looking forward to seeing how you guys take the response when we drop it.
Yeah, it was a banger. But yeah, so that was really good. And shout out to you guys too. Just noticed that the numbers there. Had a few extra guys,
jump on board,
watching, downloading, liking, which is what we're trying to do here. Is obviously just grow this into something where it's not just us talking, though. It's sort of getting new Pelicans involved on the Weekend Warrior stories or tournaments or whatever it might be. Any
Weekend
issues.
Mud Gudgeon.
Yeah, Weekend Mud Gudgeons.
There's plenty of them.
Yeah.
They come out in force on Saturdays and Sundays.
Yeah, especially at holiday time. So.
Speaking about that, sort of coming up to the wraps of the end of that. For us New South Welshmen.
No, that's it. Queensland went back there the other week, and that was the thing. I think my week gone, no fishing involved. A big night. We did the whole Calcutta thing. Of course, obviously being race week in Grafton, and that ended up being a substantially huge night. And we drew the favourite, but unfortunately, on the next day, I think it ran fourth or fifth. So
broke its fucking leg.
Yeah. So
didn't really.
I
Just
think we
ran
had
like one.
I think we had it was over. It might have somewhere between $7,000 or $8,000 was the prize pool, and man, if that come home on Sunday afternoon, there was going to be a fair bit of yahooing going on it. That's for sure. So
I'm sort of glad it didn't, because I don't think we would have remembered after next week.
I definitely, don't worry. I definitely, it costs a bit, but anyhow, that's how these things go. But
you win some, you lose some.
You win some, you lose some. But more importantly, just had a good night with me mates. So that was
that's
really
what
good.
It's all about.
So anyhow, other than that, really haven't been too much. I was going to try and get up and see P2 tomorrow, but I just got my daughter and that here, and so I'll probably end up hopefully taking the boat out. But I don't know whether it's going to be bad weather tomorrow. It probably is because I'm thinking about taking a boat out.
No, I don't know. With the way what I've been saying lately this week, I'd be taking the boat out.
Taking the boat out? Okay, cool.
Take the boat out. Take the boat out. Good. The boys went out on the weekend on Sunday and absolutely slayed it on the Brimmen EP up there at Yamba.
Yeah.
They had a pretty fantastic day, and I've been sneaking out on me little lunch breaks, just having a little flick around. With some new little lures that have dropped on the market from Baramba S Tackle, some from Rapala as well. Playing around with the new Daiwa little blades as well. I really like them.
They're actually not too bad.
The little 3 triangle where you can hook up onto. I don't mind that.
That's a steel blade or the Vibe?
No, the steel blade.
Yeah.
I haven't got the Vibe yet. I've got a.
Yeah, okay, yeah. No, I did
Send
use
me some Vibes Daiwa.
I did use and shout out to Daiwa for supporting the show, but I did use at Foster. I did use them blades a fair bit. In the first comp, I sort of felt like there was a spot there that was working in 2 spots in Foster. And like people will know that there's not really a hell of a lot of deeper water around Foster, but I got into spots where there was probably about 10 or 15 foot in 2 sort of edges. And, over the 2 days, them blades probably equated for, I would say, probably half the fish that I caught. And the first day was stupid. Like I think we caught maybe 30 odd fish. Just nothing big.
Yep.
You know what I mean? It was sad, but I think the non-boater that I had at the time was just like astonished that this was all happening, because everyone was, the hype was that, it was going to be sort of a quiet sort of bite and, it was going to be tough and all that.
Next minute numbers start coming in the boat.
Yeah. So, it was one of them things, but I think them blades work really well and I like some of the colours in it. I think the colours is probably
colours is what got me
what's unique about them. Yeah.
And that, so... Yeah, no. There'll probably be a few pictures dropping about over a few different companies of some nice fish that I caught and a few of the boys caught over the last week. So
yeah. I'm thinking about going. Obviously, we're talking about the Clarence River here when we talk going fishing, but I'm probably going to go fish around me local, around Lawrence, because what does tend to happen, and it might be still a bit too silty. I don't know, but what tends to happen this time of year. Is the flathead will go down into the deep water in the cold, and they will school up pretty handily. Yeah,
well, let's just say they're at a spot there that we're not allowed to fish on a tournament day.
Yeah,
but they are congregated still around that little spot.
Yeah, okay,
and that's the flathead as well. Of course, there's the other fish. If you know me, I'm taking the piss a little bit, but there is a few flat dogs there that fell short to the stinger shrimp too the other day.
Yeah, okay, right. Yeah. So I've got to, which reminds me, I better go see if I need a packet of plastics for my daughter. She's very, she has something very particular that she likes to use.
Yep, okay.
And I'm not allowed to use them. It's just her thing, and she has her thing. She just does her thing.
Yeah,
doesn't try anything different. Just
stay the fuck away from it, Dad. This is me, and this is how I roll.
And some days she just brains it. So, and that's what she likes. So, that'll be good. I'll get the fan bam out for that one, and hopefully the weather's good tomorrow, Arby. So,
yeah, nice. And some great news for our KFC fishing club up there at Kyogle.
Now, that's right. Look, shout out. We did have one of the members contact us at the Two Pelicans podcast, letting us know that, the lock's off. There's an interim license in place. And I think the discussion that's happening at the moment is that they're looking to hopefully get council on board as a long-term sort of a manager of the facility under the Water New South Wales sort of thing. So it can only be a positive thing for now. Yep. It's gone in the right direction. They're definitely, there was a lot of people that are probably skeptical to see if the locks have come off. But it just goes to show the lobbying that the community done, I think, is the biggest thing. And, everyone sort of, I guess, chipped in, had their say, turned up. Credit to the council and the local members, state and federal, for getting involved, even though I could hear some political sling going on in the background. But ultimately, it has led to the reopening, and I think the Kyogle Fishing Club are pretty stoked, and I think the Kyogle community and the greater community are going to be very happy with that hopefully for the long term.
Yep, very much so. And let's just hope that the Kyogle Council can jump on board and get some funding behind it to look after it and keep managing it for the years to come for us future generations.
It's just a cool little quiet spot. Okay, is it going to be a big tourism mecca? No, it's not. But what it does do is when they do have little comps in the town and things like that, that always is generating income for the town. People are stopping in, getting food, getting supplies, getting a few chooks. They're you know what I mean? They're spending money in that town. So
it's quite easy for us to spend $250 in a little town when we go through for a fishing comp.
Yeah.
And if you've got a bakery, holy shit, look out. We fill that esky right up.
Pie and Chocky Milky.
Yeah. Old Fernvale up there. Well done, guys. Shout out to yous. We love a pie up there.
Yeah. So, look, let's just sort of keep rolling through the news things, but let's get on to what's happening this weekend for the Bass Electric. Fill us in what's going on there. Have you had much feedback of how it's fishing? What's your numbers?
A few guys have been pretty tight-lipped for the Bass Electrics this weekend. The local boys, which is usually the way. But I usually find if you're a local on the place, it's just so much extra added pressure on yourself. Just go fishing, boys. Just remember that.
Yeah.
Just go fishing.
Slinging it already.
I have heard some reports of there has been some good fish getting caught. The report is as well as they're not sticking around. Like if you get that one or two bites, then that's it out of that. So there's a hot tip for anyone listening. But yeah, I think we've got 30 plus competitors.
Awesome.
Shout out to Fishing Bits up there at Toowoomba that are sponsoring the round.
Good on them.
Look forward to dropping in there on Friday and having a go at the mechanical claw machine. They've got
what?
Yeah, so like I love this. I've had this idea for years of putting them in tackle shops and that. So they've got like
put them in a pub.
Oh no, you'll see one at Brushy in a couple of weeks.
You just need to get rid of the chocolates and get one of them, mate.
Yeah, we'll sort that out. I've probably got enough gear to fill it up anyway. It's like one of the kids' claw machines, but adult version, and it comes down, picks up, and I think like they've got some good lures in there. There's TN60s and Barambas. There's jerkbaits from Rapala. Heap of Daiwa stuff as well. So like, there's some good shit in there.
And
for a $5 bloody punt.
I think I've been there twice. One was I just went in there. First of all, just a great tackle store. They've got everything in there, and I think I ended up buying a battery charger or something from there in the end. But it was when Carl had come back and the Bassmaster Elite Trophy was there. So
nice.
I sort of just got a thumbs up with it because I didn't want to pick it up because only champions pick that up.
If it's not yours,
that's right. Yeah. So just got a photo with it, but like just a really impressive store, and obviously they've been there for a while now and doing good things.
Great family ran business. And shout out to young fella Chris. I saw on Facebook that he was punching his way out of the ring. He's upcoming little boxer as well.
That's right.
In the family. Not only are they good at fishing, they're good at throwing hands as well, and they can throw them. The young fella goes all right. So look out for him in the future. He'll definitely be a Golden Glove champion for sure, no doubt.
Yeah. No, that's really good. So sorry, the days.
Cresbrook pre-fish this Friday will start. Then comp day will be the Saturday, and then Sunday will be the Dash for Cash.
All right.
Yep.
And just for people that don't know about the comp day and the difference with the dash for cash, just what's the breakup?
So the comp day. So on the comp day, you'll pay your $50 entry fee, and you can either go out with yourself in the boat or go out with someone else. Team member.
Yep.
You will be still fishing against each other, but it's just great to have another person in the boat for a bit of banter and bounce ideas off each other. So that will be the Saturday comp. You'll get to pre-fish on the Friday if you'd like. Then after that comp, we'll do the prizes, the giveaways, all the good stuff that everyone's there for. Big thank you to our sponsors as well for that.
And who was the naming sponsor for that?
Naming sponsor for that is Fishing Bits.
Oh, sorry,
and
you
then
did mention that.
And then all our other great sponsors
Yes.
of the event chip in with prizes and that as well.
Yep.
And then on the Sunday, we have just a little cruisy day, dash for cash. Everyone chucks in $20 who wants to do the event. And it's literally the longest fish. We don't go off weight that day just because we like to get it, we like to come in, measure the fish, and then we get out of there. Yeah. So we can enjoy the rest of the Sunday.
No, that's right.
A few hours to travel.
Got to travel as 100%. Yeah. So that makes sense.
But yeah, winner takes all on the Sunday. So it's usually around 160 to 200 odd bucks there. So it's a nice little day. We go out for 3 hours, quick little morning sesh, and
I like it.
Win some fuel money for the drive home.
Yeah. Look, and talking about, I guess the bass fishing as well. The QFFT was on, wasn't it?
QFFT was on the weekend up there at Mulgra, which was meant to be the Clarence Valley round that got moved.
Yeah, unfortunately, but I have to say that I looked through a lot of them posts, and the people that fish in that are so passionate about that particular competition.
It's a great comp.
Yeah. Look, we've spoken about it there before, and it's been really, I guess, passionate comments. Everyone seems to have a good time. It's nearly seeing stuff like that actually is nearly swaying me to go have a go.
Oh, you'll be coming. Don't you worry. Next year you'll be doing Bass State of Origin. You will not have a choice.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I know. I've got some catching up to do. So, but yeah, I can't believe how much positive sort of spin comes out of that. Everyone seems like they have a good time. It's a real get together sort of event. It's obviously people are camping there overnight, I'm assuming, and everyone's just having a fat time. And everyone that I speak to doesn't say anything negative about that particular competition. And yeah, it's just great to see.
And a great thing about it as well is our local club, the North Coast Bream and Bass Club, our two local clubs have really taken on the QFFT.
That's right.
There's a lot of us New South Wales
there's a lot of
boys
locals
that
from them.
Fish
from them
the
areas,
QFFT, and it has only made us New South Welshmen stronger with this tournament because if you look back a couple of years ago, the Queenslanders dominated the Queensland dams that. And I've got to say, a couple of our local legends like Wadey, Dan Clay, and all that, you boys are showing these Queenslanders how it's done. So shout out to you guys. I'm really enjoying watching you guys.
And all the pictures too. Like everyone just seems to find big bass on these comps.
Oh, mate, Mulgra is a special place. Like, I don't think Mulgra is getting the reputation that it deserves of the last 3 years. Like, in all honesty, from what I've seen from Mulgra over the last 3 years, it's competing with Somerset bass.
Yeah, righto.
And that maybe not as big, but quality of numbers.
Yeah,
Mulgra is beating Somerset hands down, I believe.
Yeah,
I could be wrong.
Yep.
But from what I see on socials and that, hands down, Mulgra is the fishery at the moment. And it better stay like it for us in August.
Yeah, look, it's definitely, just refreshing to see, I suppose. And I would say, how long is, I just can't remember. And I know we had, who did we have on from QFFT? Paul. We had Paul on, sorry. I'm bad with names today. And I'm just trying to think, like, this has really only been running for, 3 or 4 years?
This would be his 4th year now?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Fourth year.
So for it to sort of generate so much interest and so much, I guess, passion around the competition is, it's truly, I guess, a testament to himself and the people that support that tournament. So congratulations.
Yeah, and it's been used as a great stepping stone as well. Like there's a couple of electric guys that sunk their teeth into the tournament scene to begin with that now concentrate fully on the QFTs and there's a lot of guys that used to do the ABTs that don't like to do the big traveling circuit now that love doing the QFTs because it's so central for them up there in Queensland. They are great comps, and if anyone listening is interested in the QFFTs, I really suggest to jump on and have a crack, guys. Not only are you going to have a great day out on the water. You're going to meet some great people. And at the end of the night, there's some fucking amazing cheesecake to eat.
Everyone talks about that. But
Yep.
How do they make so many to feed everyone?
Oh, Sue's just a legend. She's a catering queen from way back.
Oh, okay.
And it's not her first rodeo.
Yeah.
She's very professional in the kitchen, and yeah.
No, that's really good. All right, mates. I'm going to be honest with the listeners again. I haven't written down too much there today. I've just mainly been flat out, and my headspace has been.
And plus, if anyone sees the
space.
next week's episode, you'll see that I was probably a little bit quiet while this man did all the talking. So this will probably just pan itself out over the next 2 episodes, guys. So.
Nah, all good. All right, fire away. What have we got next?
Right, so this is the thing that I'm really excited about. This started last year, and this is one of the things that does make fishing great again. And I've got to say, hands down, you know how they say New South Wales doesn't get league with the Origin?
Yeah.
I'm about to say New South Wales doesn't get fishing like Queensland, because what Queensland do with the SIP. And that's this. If anyone doesn't know about Queensland has a SIP, and the SIP is their fishing license for their freshwater dams.
Okay.
They don't have a fishing license for saltwater. You can fish saltwater as normal, compared to New South Wales, Victoria, where you need a fishing license for freshwater and saltwater.
Yeah, that's right.
So the SIP is a plan which is what you pay for a fishing license in Queensland to fish the dams, and what happens is, instead of the money going to head honchos, and we're not seeing it in little old Grafton with our boat ramps, which we've talked about before. They use it for a program which puts back into the water. So they're buying fingerlings of bass, yellow belly, Mary River cod. They've done mangrove jack, jungle perch. The list goes on of what they do. But this year in September, they've started up their fishing comp again, which they did last year, which was they put a heap of tags. They tagged a heap of fish in. I think there's 46 SIP dams in Queensland.
Okay.
And that bass, barrow, yellow belly, cod, all that, and they've tagged them in. And these fish are worth, and if you catch one of these tagged fish, they're worth prizes.
Yep.
Cash prizes. Young Matty Taylor last year caught one out of Hin's Dam, which was worth $10,000. And then because he was the first one to catch one in the competition, he got a $2.5 grand bonus.
Yeah, right.
So for his little day on the bloody river, and I think, and look, they're not tagging 50 centimeter bass. I think this one by memory was a 36.4. So like it was not a huge fish. So starting in September for the 2025 SIP, Queensland will be starting their Queensland Fishing September competition in 46 of the SIP dams in Queensland. If you catch a tagged fish, register it with the SIP program, and you could be entitled to a prize of up to $27,000.
Mate, that's really good. And like, just for if you're a new listener to the podcast, I don't even quote me what episode it was, but we spoke about in the New South Wales, where does your license money go? I know I'm going to guess around about episode 14. We had a very lengthy discussion, and look, that money is actually quite spread out over a lot of different projects. One thing that you just pulled up, which maybe we need to be better at, and obviously having the Macquarie Perch discussion there the other week, was that there's a lot of infrastructure stuff going on, but maybe the restocking side of it isn't quite where it needs to be.
Yeah.
If I was to be somewhat critical of it. And, the other thing is, like everywhere, there's always this thing about, we spend more money in the metropolitan or surrounding areas. We don't sort of necessarily go out to the regional areas as much with that sort of funding. So, but it's definitely a great thing that's coming out of that, and obviously giving back by doing a few comps, and hopefully with that too, they're doing research and understanding how the fish is responding to certain climates and the phases. So.
I love the sun tag program that Queensland have. I think it's awesome.
Yeah.
And me as a fisher, I release a lot of my fish. Like I'd say 95%, probably 98% of my fish I release.
Yeah.
But if I know there's other fishers, if a fish has a tag in it, that fish is going back no matter what.
Yeah, that's right.
If it's a bag keeper or what, that fish is going back.
Yep.
So I would honestly like to see in New South Wales us tagging just in general some more bass.
Yep.
Just so we like, even in the Clarence River, I would love to see our growth rate.
Yeah.
Fisheries tell me all the time, oh, we've got it, we know it. What is it? I get crickets. But watching the sun tags in Queensland, like the recapture tags, the little certificate you get.
That's right.
I love that. I've got 3 of the certificates from bass that I caught from Hins. One, I think Nikki Sinclair tagged. Another one was the old ABT director.
Simon?
No.
Oh.
I'm kicking myself right now because I forget his name.
Played cricket.
Yep. Has the cool little white ghosty on his beard. I don't know how he gets that, but anyway, that's cool.
Bad with names today, people.
Yeah,
sorry.
we're good. We're
Mud
exclusive here.
Mud gudgeoners.
And that, so so that's something I'd like to see more, is probably a little bit more tagging, just because I know that a lot of people respect that. And
I think, like the discussion that we had the other day, the culture's changing as time goes on. The culture's changing. Like, there's not so much catch and kill anymore. People are respecting that. We need to sustainably sort of fish for these sorts of things. So far out. Next topic.
Queensland. No, I'm going to save that one to the end because that one's a hot topic at the moment for us.
Yep.
Let's jump into the Queensland team series that happened on the weekend.
Yeah, well, I missed that.
You missed that?
No, look, I did see that it was on, but I sort of, I was on another planet there for a little bit. So
you're still at the Calcutta.
I was still at the Calcutta.
And that. All right, so Queensland team series, great event up there, done by Craig Templar, and that. So first place was MMD Active Anchors, coming in with 3.33 kilos.
Now they must be nearly getting close to team of the year, because I'm pretty sure they took out the Tweed round as well or if not, I think they did.
They were up there.
I think they did, because Bernie comes second in that. Righto.
Well, I've got that information coming shortly.
Okay, I'll shut up, Michael. Shut up, Michael.
Second place was Lawrence Ghost, coming with 3.24. So first and second, very close.
So that'd be Joel McKenzie. So well done, mate.
Yep.
And his old man.
Third place team A&M Samaki with 3.14 kilos. So
that'll be Jamie.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think you're right.
Well done, Jamie.
And got to say, the weights pretty consistent to what we had the other week as well. We might have been just a little bit heavier, but look.
And that was on the Gold Coast, was it?
That was,
Yeah, so, I mean, like the Queensland Open that happened there a few weeks ago, I mean, everyone knows that Luke pulled out 4.67 kilo. And I think it was, listening to the interview, it was around Sovereign Islands, I think, from memory. So it's very, very doable. But you're right. And there's something that we're starting to see more, as the bigger bags are coming out of the Tweed and the Gold Coast, and maybe, who knows, maybe fishermen have gotten better. Maybe the fish are, I don't know, growing bigger there for some reason. I don't know. But it seems to be
good things are happening.
Yeah, it's a strange sort of, not a strange thing, but it's you wouldn't be upset about it, would you?
No.
Anyhow, keep going.
Right, and we'll jump over to I'm only going to do top three. Sorry, guys. I think fourth place had Big Brim of like 875 grams or something.
Yep.
So let's go to the team standings so far. So
okay, here we go.
Sitting in first place for the team standings is Team AM / Samaki.
All right, so that has to be Jamie, I assume.
Yep.
Or is that? Hang on, woo. Is that?
I'll
look, maybe it isn't Jamie.
I'll tell you.
Putting the wind up here, mate.
Exactly.
It's not
so
you.
we got the exact. Isn't Jamie in America? Can he go to America?
Nah, he's
Who was that in America? We didn't get told someone was in America with someone special.
Oh, Dane.
No, Dane. Yeah. All right. So, who'd we say? Let's get our shit right.
He has the yacht armor, so he's second then.
TAM Samaki is Adam Barnes and Mitch Ferris.
Sorry, guys. I've had a mind blank.
Adam and Mitch sitting in first.
Yep.
Then we have Yacht Armor.
So that'd be Jamie.
Yeah, we'll see.
We'll double check that.
We'll double check. Yeah, it's Jamie. Jamie's
Yep.
sitting in second
Yep.
for Team
Yep.
Series. And then we have in third, which is Serial Brimmers.
Serial Brimmers. I like a good bloody team's name. That's really good. Serial Brimmers.
And you guys didn't make the top 20 the other day, so I don't know who that is. No, you've had to. If you're sitting in third place. Serial Brimmers. Artie and Andrew Holiday.
Well done, guys.
Well done, guys.
Yeah,
Getting up there.
yeah,
So I
pretty
think
good.
you've got 2 or 3 more
Yeah,
rounds.
yeah. And shout out to Craig. He sort of does a pretty good job of that there. And like I said, I sort of got myself to the Tweed one, I don't know, about a month ago, and had a quite a great day and barbecue on afterwards, sausages, couple of chooks, and everyone sort of had a good time. It was it was a good little get together.
Yeah. And I think we've got the BTA Invitational next weekend down here on Iluka as well. So another great little Brim Tournament Australia competition.
Jeez, will we get back from after by then?
Yeah, it's on Sunday. Yeah, we'll be back Sunday.
You sure?
Hopefully. That's what I told Clarkey anyway.
Are you doing your 10 o'clock changeover or whatever you do?
Oh, no, I told him I'd be there probably at lunch service.
Yeah, righto.
I was like,
so
you
get a bit of a stint.
I was like, you do lunch service, and when the king rocks up, you'll just fucking take over. Just walk in like Connor, swim.
Yeah.
Had that.
I thought you'd be more like, what's that other dude like on TV that fucking swears at everyone?
Gordon.
Yeah, Mr. Ramsey. Mr. Ramsey walks in.
No,
You're fucking kidding me.
Yeah. You don't need to talk to people to get fucking that. They'll only just get you slapped in the mouth.
Yeah.
Hot deep fried basket thrown at you.
Deep fried basket.
Now, there was a great turnout. We spoke last week about the Gold Coast Fishing Club doing their Kids' Day with the Mad Hueys.
Yes.
Unfortunately, I didn't see a shoey or a fongy with the can of soft drink. I did look out, and might have sent a few requests to a mate that's in the Mad Huey's boys. Just said, "Oh, if you could get me a little image." He's like, "Come on, mate, we've got to keep it PG sometimes." And I was like, "Oh, that's a big statement from you guys." Yeah, PG,
yeah.
Jesus. So yeah, it was a great turnout, and I just want to shout out to Dougie Burt's Tackle World, Rapala Australia, the Mad Hueys, Wilson Fishing. Guys, if it wasn't for you, I don't think there would be so many smiles on the kids' faces that I saw over social media. You guys,
good on you.
Rapala was handing out the Rapala bags. They're always so generous. Mad Huey's had hats and thongs galore. I think Wilson supplied a heap of kids' rods for the kids. And that probably came from Dougie Burt's Tackle Word store as well. Look, it looked like an unreal day, and it was that big of a success. I think they are going to do it again. So keep your eyes open because I might even take my little grommies up there for that.
Yeah, I'll have to catch up on that side of it. But for definitely something that I'm interested in is to see these big companies come and support grassroots sort of fishing and get-togethers like that. I think that's really important, and that is what's making fishing great again. Is getting kids interested at a young age. And, like I would probably say, like my son, he'd never listen to this podcast and he'll think I'm a dickhead talking about him on the podcast, but I'm going to. Love you, Jim.
Love you, buddy.
But like for his point of view, like he's not into tournament fishing or fishing in boats and all that. He's a rock man. Like he likes skipping on rocks and, spinning for Taylor and all
good
that
old
kind
foot
of stuff.
soldier.
Yeah, just loves that sort of stuff. He's just got some heavier gear there and, he'll just keep sort of chipping away doing that and having fun learning the craft, I suppose.
Yeah.
But and that's the thing about fishing. Like, years ago, I used to take him down to Grafton here with the float and just catch garfish.
There is nothing better than a float fishing garries and mullet with some bread.
Yeah, that's it. And so it's one of them things where you teach them young, then they'll find their own direction about what they do in the whole fishing world. But more importantly, when they get to an age when the next generation's coming through, they've got some insight on how to fish, what to tie, what to throw, all that kind of stuff. So starting off with these grassroots here and getting, I think, major companies involved with stuff like that is just a massive tick for me.
Yeah, totally. I've never met a hungry fisherman, put it that way.
True. You'd have to be a shit fisherman, wouldn't you?
Oh, yeah. No, there's not too many skinny ones. Now, this is actually something that I saw driving home from work 20 minutes ago, and I thought it was a fucking kicker. So this is on the William Powerfish Facebook page, and look, we all know how much of a legend this guy is, and he gives us a laugh. But this was sent in, and I'm literally going to read it word for word because, yeah. And look, it starts off with William Powerfish saying, "I want to shake this man's hand," and yeah, I'm with him here. So 14th of March 2011. Hi, we'll call this person Jim. Hi, Jim. Further to our discussion earlier, after liaison with security, we've decided to uphold your 12-month ban with McDonald's King Street store. More details have emerged from your behavior that would have been imprudent to me and not to take this decision seriously. Okay. This is what this fella has done. He's complained about a burger. Jesus, phone. He's complained about a burger in at McDonald's, and this is what he's come up to the front desk with. He repeatedly flashed the manager, the security, drank alcohol on premises. Okay, we've probably all done that. But this is the kicker. You returned 4 fillet of fish, each time asking to talk to the fisherman about his responsible, sustainable fishability of where these fish came from. Well done, son. As we've said, we do not catch these fish. These fish come in frozen. As a frozen product, we just cook them. Apparently that wasn't good enough for this fella. That irritated this fella by the sounds of this. Yes. As security escorted you out, you divined into the ground, pretending that you were a fish and pleading on faking a fake seizure. I don't know if he was pleading a fake seizure or if he was just protesting for how the fish were killed. So,
Hey, P2.
Hey, mate, what's up?
Mate, now that I've got this boat here and I've got the electronics on the way, I'm going to need some fishing gear.
Mate, you can't look flash in that new rig without some new fancy fishing gear.
I know.
Mate, I can only recommend one thing. I would head over to the Dire Australia website, mate, and make yourself a little bit of a wish list and then head into your local tackle store and see if those legends can get it in. Because if there's one thing I know, mate, Dire Australia, they have it all. Whether you want a brand new rod, a nice new shiny reel, or some new line to go on it, then you're going to need some tackle, of course. They have it all. Dire Australia is your one-stop shop, and the big supporters here, the Two Pelicans podcast.
Anyways, this fella's been banned for 12 months from McDonald's for trying to find out if the fish is sustainably sourced at McDonald's.
Well, yeah, what a pelican.
Well done, legend.
Yeah, well done.
I just thought that was a good story. That was a good yarn.
That actually just reminded me of a quick yarn. Look, we were on a cruise ship many moons ago. Clarkie come with us, actually. It was Cole's 40th. And anyhow, we met the son-in-law, and basically he had a few different dance moves and ideas. And so all of a sudden we're just sort of around in a bar, a bit of music going in the background, and he just got on the floor and started doing the slug. And everyone's like, what's this guy doing, And then everyone's like, oh, cool. That's cool that you did that. And didn't think much of it. But as the night went on, and the other thing to remember was it was the Queensland Rugby League Legends thing were on board as well. So Alfie Langer, Sammy Thaiday, all them guys were on board. And he kept doing it all night. And by the end of the night, he just had a following of people. And everyone's just like, oh, yeah, do the slug, man, do the slug. And he's like, just doing it. And everyone's like, woo, everyone's just having a great time. And he's pumped, like he's having a fat time. And
he's the hero.
Yeah. So, and it was late. I'm going to say about 3 o'clock in the morning, he went for one more slug move because he's like jumping up in the air and just boom. Yeah. He mistimed it, headbutted the ground, claret coming out of him. And it was piss funny, but anyhow, he got a 24-hour ban on the grog. They canned his card and all that. So the next day, and I didn't think too much of it, right? So the next day, as all good mates do, we just kept shouting him drinks, right?
Looking after him.
Yeah, looking after him. But through that day, I reckon there would have been about, I don't know, maybe 20 people that come up and said, oh, there's the slug. That's the slug. And then like Sammy Thaiday said, "Oh, my wife told me about you. You're the fella that was doing the dance moves last night." You know,
She saw the slug.
Yeah. and it was just hilarious. And they're like, and he'd be like, "Oh, who's this? Oh, that's friend of Slug, dad of Slug." Like, he just come up with all these random names.
So what you're telling me is you want me to do the slug at after?
Look, if you can do the Slug, I definitely will not be doing. I'll hit the ground and won't be able to bounce back up.
I'll have two things sitting in my bloody throat. That's what'll happen to me. I'm talking like this and after.
But anyhow, what else have we got?
Something pretty cool that always comes around this year before we start with after. We have iCast over in the States.
Yeah.
And
the big hooah.
The big hooah. And just a little thing that I saw coming out of iCast was that there is a bit of talk coming in with the Bubba Pro Scales.
Okay, yeah.
So I think what we're looking at here is that we could be coming away from our live weigh-ins a little bit with these scales, and a couple of the tournaments over in the States,
MLF,
Major League Fishing, teaming up and starting the launch of the Score Tracker Live.
There you go.
So a lot of tournament fishermen know how good the Bubba scales are and how accurate they are. They're tournament leading scales, hands down, second to none, pretty much. They are pricey, but when you're fishing for $100,000,
that's right.
10 grams, you want your 10 grams to be 10 grams.
And this could be the swing, like I think over in time, and maybe we'll see it in our lifetime, I suppose. But I think bringing the fish to a weigh-in, it will come to an end. However you want to look at that. Some part of me is not about that, but the other part of me is. And I think we've spoken about it before, and people sort of know my beliefs. I still reckon we bring in our big donk. Yep.
So we've got something to showcase. And so we still get to stand up, have a picture with our best fish of the day. And that. But I believe that the rest of the fish can go away. But I think this is going to be awesome. For us guys over down under, in the land down under that like to follow over at the States, this is a way that we can live track their score and watch our favourite fishermen fish. And I'm spewing that this came out because we probably could have asked the person that we spoke to.
That's all right.
Anyway,
we'll ring the other fella over there.
Yeah, we'll ring the other fella over there
in a second once he gets settled in.
And that, so Bubba coming in with the Major League fishing, so look out next year that they're going to be we'll be able to track the competitions live with the competitors. So I thought that's pretty cool.
That's pretty much like they sort of do it and update it, but that essentially is going to be real time.
Yeah,
real time.
And coming from that, we'll probably be able to speak with someone at after about it as well, because I know the Bubba scales are usually there. So hopefully someone might know some more over there for us. And that. What else have I got? All right, we'll go into the big news.
Hang on. We've got one more.
Oh, we got Joe's
wisdom. Oh, shit.
Oh, yeah, we've got that. And we've got heaps of stuff.
We've got about P2's weekly wisdom. And I know he's gone out of the way to actually send that through to us. So I'm just going to see whether I can find it on my phone. What does he usually send it to? That thing there, doesn't he? Good on him. Oh, shit. There we go. That doesn't look like that's working. Go back. Yeah, definitely selected the wrong play. That one there, that'll do.
How are we, gents? Old P2 here with his weekly wisdom, and she's an absolute ball terror this week, boys. You know, you do something, and then you think at the time, nah, she'll be okay, and then it'll come back to bite you on the backside and make a fool of you later on. Well, old P2's been pretty busy. When you play this, it'll be after Lure Expo, but pretty busy this week. Got a bit on, and I really couldn't give a shit what I look like when I get dressed. I couldn't give two fucks. And this morning, couldn't find any socks, and I was like, nah, who cares? I'll slap this black one on and this fluoro red one. Couldn't give a shit. So been in the shed all day, working away, and just slipped my boots off then. and had to go into Woolies, and I couldn't find me boots where I slipped them off, so just threw me socks on, threw me thongs on, I should say, and with me socks, and didn't think nothing of it, and I got into the shops and couple of little funny smiles, and I looked down and I got a fluoro red and a black sock on. Proper bogan style. So anyway, it made me have a bit of a giggle. Typical P2 behaviour. Couldn't give a shit. But there you go. I want to hear what you guys, that's only a funny little one, but what have you guys done? And then later on, it sort of come back to bite you on the bum. You thought at the time, no, she'll be right. And then booster. She's fucked you right up. See
It's funny that he mentions the shoe thing because yesterday I had a fucking shoe catastrophe.
Why are they shoes?
I
have this problem too.
So I've got me work Crocs.
Yeah.
And that I can wear like ankle socks and all that with. But then like I used to wear me work boots, and yesterday I thought some prick had stole these off the front door. And I was too late, and I had already had ankle socks on. I was not bending back down to put fucking long socks on for the boots. So yesterday I've put on with work boots, but then I've had to tuck in me long pants into me ankle socks so I'd stop running on the heels of me Achilles. I got 4 blisters on the side of the thing because I was too lazy to put odd socks on like you did the other days. Maybe I should have just put the red and white sock on.
2 things that come to memory of that was, and they're both been going to work. So the first one was I went to work, and as I'm packing the car, sometimes I don't put the shoes on. I just slip the Crocs on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Get the laptop up there, get me lunch for the day, get it, I might do 1 or 2 trips, right? Anyhow, I left the Crocs on, turned up to work with my Crocs on, Crocs and socks, right? All about it, but maybe not in the line of work I do.
Yep.
And then the second time, and I don't really know how the fuck I did this, but I actually went to work with 2 different shoes on.
Nice.
I don't know how I did that.
Nice.
So I hear you there, P2, brother. I do hear you. And anyhow, the only thing that I was picturing in my head about him there was he just needed maybe a cigarette in the ear and a VB, and that just would have topped me off.
Oh, he would have been gruff. He would have been casino local.
Yeah. I would have loved it.
He would have been out the front of McDonald's swinging with the locals.
Yeah, would have loved it. Anyhow, good on you, mates. Look, we're just going to break into the news around the Flathead Elite Series 2. I think that gets an honourable mention.
Yep.
So that was just on the weekend just gone, wasn't it?
Yep, that was weekend gone.
Looks like, what have we got there? We've got Team on Strike, Aidan Cross, and Christian Cross, Mick Stewart.
Yep.
They got in. Now, these are all lengths, by the way. They went for a total of 10 fish for
636.
636?
Right. I think they do the point system.
Yeah. Okay, in points. That's right. Points. They do points. Yeah.
So a 50 centimetre flatheads.
That's right. Yeah.
50
so
points
in the Flathead Classic, and I'm only going to assume this is the same.
I'm pretty sure it is, man. I'm pretty sure it is.
I think if it's under 40, I think it's only worth 5 points, and then there's a sliding scale the bigger it gets. So, well done, guys. And then what have we got there? Lost Cause. Love these names. We might just go through here. Can we just roll through and have a look at some of the names? Team Samaki. Well, man, they're doing a lot of fishing. Adam Barnes and Mitch Ferris. Well done, guys. Coming in third.
Always consistent, these guys.
Oh, yeah. Team Venom. The boys there. Troy Dixon. Kay Logus. Adam Medriff. Who else we got there? Strictly Business. Show us your flatties.
Yeah.
I like that. What else we got there?
Team BHK.
Yeah. No, I want some like clever names. Team Rusty. Yeah.
Bonza. We love
Bonza.
Shout out to Bonza, Pete, and all that.
Who else we got there?
Nomads.
Well, we got there just scratching. Yep.
Flat spinning.
Captain Charters, Wilson, S-Tackle guys are there. Doug Burt. Anyhow, look, looks like there was a fair few entrants in there. We'll just keep going. Jesus, there was actually quite a few entrants as we scroll down here. 50, looks like about 50 odd entrants. So that's a really good
50 odd
good
entrants.
day.
And I think they had 725 fish caught.
Wow.
And this is in measurement.
Yep.
There was a total of 33,586 centimeters of flathead.
That's a length.
Out of those 725 fish.
Look, and just on that too, with the Flathead Classic coming up, I believe they're having their open night on the 14th of August at the Gold Coast Sports Fishing Club too. So, if you're in the Gold Coast area, get down. I'm sure there's going to be a giveaway or two, a couple of yarns, a couple of cans, and I reckon it'll be
for sure.
Yeah, it'll be a good night. So, and yeah, can't wait to get up there. I think it's at the end of September.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
All right, let's hit us with the discussion here. We've been talking a lot about fishing today.
I know.
50 minutes of just yarning.
Just yarning. So, I was going to send out a big congratulations today to Joe Starling. So, Joe Starling was over in the USA competing in the ladies and juniors fly fishing competition over there. And another shout out to Joe that she was our flag bearer as well. So, it's sort of a big event. We probably don't hear enough of fly fishing in Australia, honestly. But I've got a couple of friends, male and female, that actually we probably will talk to in the future because there's some quite big championships that happen overseas that probably doesn't get the broadcast and featured that it actually deserves.
Yeah.
And that. But so big story short is that unfortunately the Australian team how am I going to say this without wording it wrong? Weren't
basically
qualified, but
no. So I think what's happened there is they've actually they've had to sign some insurance indemnity before they went on to it. As I think smart people do, they read it and they got a few different legal opinions about what was entailed in that indemnity sort of insurance thing, and from all parties that responded back to the Australian team was that you should not sign that.
Yeah. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to read exact word from Stolo.
Yeah.
He's given me permission to read from his thing with all the information that's probably the best information that we've got at the moment with exactly what's happened.
It's sort of really early days, really,
and hopefully in the coming weeks it'll come out and we'll be able to talk to Joe and get the actual story from the horse's mouth. All right, so pretty much just going to quote it straight from my phone. It is with great disappointment and a heavy heart that I must report to you that Australian ladies fly fishing team has been prevented at the last minute for competing in the current World Fly Fishing Championships, being staged right now at Idaho Falls in the USA. Our national team was excluded from participating on the morning of the day of the competition for failing to sign an extraordinary indemnity of waiver form completely extraordinary the U.S. organization for all responsibility and safety and well-being of participants and removing any rights and legal regards for the event death. The ladies were presented with this form just 4 hours prior to the event while they were already pre-fishing for it, which is a bit of a tough go if you ask me.
Yeah.
And numerous reports had emerged of anglers and prospect control being injured in dangerous access paths to some of the designated competition areas. Sound legal advice from both sides of the globe strongly urged the team to not, I repeat that, not on any accounts sign such an extraordinary form, surrendering all rights and potentially threatening even their own personal insurance policies.
Yeah.
Here below is a brief official statement issued by the team late last night, Australian time. The Australian ladies team has been unable to fish the World Championships in Idaho, USA. US anglers have failed to provide medical assistance insurance coverage as required by the rules by the peak body FIPS.
Which is probably like your whatever the insurance thing is over there. Yep.
And that Australian ladies were told, oh God.
It's long.
Yeah.
Where are we? Do you want me to take over?
Yep.
The Australian ladies team reportedly, supported by the FFA, were not prepared to fish without the organisers carrying out the required competition medical insurance. Obviously, the comment was we were all devastated. It's not my place to say any more about this regrettable situation, and I certainly don't wish to jeopardise or influence any legal actions potentially by you arising from it. But I am sure we'll be hearing a lot more over the coming days and weeks about the fiasco. What I will say is that the Australian ladies are obviously shocked, numbed, and heartbroken, as they are all supported, as are their supporters back home. They worked their butts off to get over here. Personally, costing them close to $15,000 each to represent their country in the prestigious international event. Speaking of my own wife, Joe, I can't tell you how toiled and tirelessly she's worked to get here for a year in Idaho. Oh, over here to Idaho.
Yep.
You have to apologise. I got this big white line that runs through my phone. It's very hard to read. So basically, what I would just say to that just goes on to sort of say what she's sort of done jobs and saving and working second jobs and stuff like that. So this brings up, I think, a good time to bring this up. And we did scratch on this on our next episode with, shall we call him Mr. X?
Yeah, Mr. X.
We did speak to this about Mr. X, and he definitely was devastated about how much, it's very hard for the elite anglers of Australia to go out and compete again on the world platform, how much it costs and perhaps maybe not as much money being there for them as potentially they could be. Noting that the fishing industry, and I have some numbers just through New South Wales, but we're talking millions and millions, right? From stuff from the fishing industry that get bought, but also the echo effect. So what we've got to say there is that it's one thing, that someone buys $2,000 worth of tackle, but they're going to go there and they're going to fill up petrol there. They're going to get the meat pie. They're going to do this. They're going to do that, and so on, right? So it's sort of, it's a roundabout sort of circle that these things work in, and yeah. So that sort of seems to be another, I would say, issue that's arised about that sort of thing. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say, how this can be fixed, addressed, or who puts their hands up to sort of make this work better. It's a really like a whole of industry. And when I say industry, I'm not just talking about the tackle companies. I'm talking about you and I.
Yeah.
For example, like last year I threw some money to the World Championship guys. Like it's a whole community thing, right? So just don't think I'm talking about the tackle company here or tackle companies here. I'm talking about everyone. Everyone's involved with fishing.
Starts from us, grassroots, with it all.
Yeah. So it's very disappointing to hear that. That was off I think Steve's page, Steve Starling's page, and it's just one of them things, and hopefully.
I spoke to Steve. I spoke to Steve today and asked if he wanted to come on, and he said he would love to come on, but not for this topic because he believes that it's
going to be a touchy one.
It's a touchy one, and he believes it's Joe's story to tell and how she wants to tell it, and
that's fine.
I totally respect that. So I do appreciate you letting me read your statement on Facebook, Steve. Thank you for that, and Joe. I'm gutted for you. I know how much you were looking forward to this.
For that team.
And, not only Joe, but the whole team as well.
A lot of money, planning, timing, everything,
training.
To get there, training, and then to get to the last hurdle.
4 hours.
Yeah.
You guys are better than me because I promise you, if I was there, they would think they'd think China dropped a nuclear bomb because I would be going off like a Thailand watch.
But anyhow. Look, guys, we just about wrapped up there.
Yeah, that's it. That's us.
That's about us. Look, you guys have been listening to the Two Pelicans podcast. If you have something that you want to bring to our light, have a yarn, tell us a mud gudgeon, anything coming up in the fishing world, drop us a line at the Two Pelicans podcast@gmail.com. or send us a message on Messenger.
Yeah, everyone loves sending us messages.
Happy to sort of have a look into it, have your aunties, and see what we can do from this particular platform. But look, you've been talking to Mick.
Been talking to Bo.
We are the Two Pelicans, and we'll talk to you later.
Hooroo.
Bye. Ciao.